You know, the first time I logged into my 401k account, I stared at the screen like it was a secret code only financial wizards could crack. There were these fund names like Large Cap Growth and Stable Value Fund. Some had percentages next to them. Some had performance charts. One even had the word international in it. And I remember thinking, wait, am I investing in the world now? I had money in the plan, sure, but I had no idea what that money was actually doing. It felt like I had a savings account with a personality disorder. So today I want to tell you the story of what happens after you start contributing to your 401k, when the real fun begins. Managing the money. When you start a 401k, your money doesn't just sit in a dusty vault waiting for you to retire. Nope. That money goes to work immediately, invested in different types of funds. And here's where the journey begins. Imagine your 401k like a big garden. Every paycheck, you drop a few seeds in, but you get to choose what kind of plants you grow. Maybe some fast-growing ones, maybe some steady, slow growers. Some are bright and risky, like hot peppers, and others are safer, like leafy spinach. The choices are up to you, but you've got to make them deliberately. So let's say you've been contributing for a few months. You log in and see a balance. Yay! But then you notice the money's been split across some funds and maybe you don't even remember choosing them. That's normal. Many plans pick a default fund if you don't choose one. But here's the thing. You can change that. You have the power to direct where your money goes and even how your current balance is split up. Let's break it down, like I had to when I was figuring this out for myself. Investment direction. Think of this as giving future you a game plan. This one controls where the next deposit goes. Say your paycheck comes in and the plan deducts your 5% contribution. That 5% needs a home. Maybe you want 60% to go into a stock fund, 30% into a bond fund, and 10% into a safer fund. Cool. You just log in and tell your plan, here's how I want my money split. Now here's what tripped me up early on. This doesn't touch your current balance. If you already have money in the account, it stays where it is unless you tell it to move. So let's talk about that. Fund transfers. This is how you move money that's already in your account. This is like walking into your garden and saying, all right, too many peppers, let's plant some tomatoes instead. You can move money from one fund to another or split it across several. Maybe you shift half your balance out of a high-risk fund into something more balanced. The best part? You control the percentages, 25% here, 50% there. It's totally up to you. Now, if you're thinking, wait, that sounds useful, but I don't want to spend all weekend doing math, don't worry. Your plan's website usually has a super simple way to do this. Fund reallocation. Okay, this one's like redoing the whole garden. You look at your entire 401k and go, let's start fresh. I want 40% in one fund, 30% in another, and so on. You choose the full layout from scratch, and it resets the entire balance based on your new strategy. Honestly, I use this one when I feel like my plan has gotten messy, like when one fund grew a lot and suddenly it's way overweighted in my portfolio. Reallocation helps bring it back in balance, auto-rebalancing. The Quiet Gardener, some plans offer a magical little tool called auto-rebalancing. Think of it like a self-watering garden that trims itself when it gets too wild. You pick the mix you want, say 60% stocks, 40% bonds, and it automatically brings you back to that mix every quarter or every year. It's like hitting the reset button, so you're not unintentionally drifting into risky territory. It's one of those features that once I discovered it, I thought, why didn't I turn this on from day one? Now here's a quick reality check. Investing isn't always smooth. Markets go up, markets go down. One month your 401k might look amazing, the next it might feel like it took a hit. I've been there, checking my balance too often, wondering, If I should change everything because of a news headline, but here's what I've learned. Don't chase performance. Stick to a plan, diversify, and most importantly, invest like the version of you who's already retired and sipping coffee on a balcony somewhere peaceful. That person will thank you. Before we wrap, let me tell you this. Managing your 401k isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. You don't need a finance degree. You just need to care enough to log in, explore your options, and make the small changes that add up over decades. And if you're ever overwhelmed, pause, breathe, and remember, you're growing something beautiful, something long-term. That's it for today. In the next episode, we'll open up the 401k statement and decode it line by line. What does all that jargon really mean? What should you actually be looking for? Until then, keep showing up for your future self. You're doing great.